Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the bearing retainer in the Hotpoint dryer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flat blade screwdrivers, a 4-inch nut driver, and the square 2-bead screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new bearing retainer. The bearing retainer is mounted at the back of the rear housing assembly. Being a part of the rear drum bearing assembly, it supports the drum, assisting in its rotation. If your dryer makes a loud squealing noise, check the bearing retainer and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the door. Our next step would be to remove 2 Phillips screws, 1 in each corner. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver, and I'm gonna take them out. So then we can remove the top panel. Let's close the door for now. Now we're at the back of the dryer, and I'm going to use the Phillips screwdriver to take out 3 screws at the top that holds the control panel. All right, now I'm going to tilt this control panel slightly forward. I'm going to slide it to my left just a bit, and I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put it down here, out of the way. Next, after we remove the control panel and put it aside, out of the way, you're going to lift up on the top and slide it out. After we remove the top, we need to take out 2 1/4-inch screws, 1 in each upper corner, so we can remove the front panel. I'm using a nut driver, and the second one in the opposite corner. Now we need to remove the front panel. I'm going to lift on the drum and pull out the panel from underneath of the drum, tilt it forward, and now we're going to pull this panel up off the bottom hinges. And now I'm going to turn the panel out of the way. Next, I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver, and I'm going to remove the wires from the door switch. And let's put this front panel somewhere safe, out of the way. Alright, so I'm gonna slide my arm in. Be very careful not to cut yourself. And I'm gonna grab this idler pulley arm and push down on it. I'm gonna take the belt off and let go of it slowly. And I'm gonna take the belt off the motor pulley. Alright, now I'm gonna remove the drum. I'm gonna pull up on the belt. I'm gonna hold it, slide it a little forward here, and I grab the drum and with the belt, and I'm gonna bend this side a little bit to open it. I'm gonna pull out the drum. Now we need to take off these wires from the thermostats. I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver, and I'm going to pop them off. So we got on this one, we got 4 wires. We had the blue one at the bottom, the black and yellow facing us, and there's single violet on the top, and the double violet is the furthest way. And now I'm ready to remove this air duct case. I'm using a square 2-bead screwdriver. It has 1, 2, and 3, and 4 screws. I'm going to take them out. Okay, hold it and pull it up and out. Okay guys, so this is the part that we're going to replace. It's held in place by these 4 square 2 screws. That's how it looks from the back. So I'm going to put it flat down on the floor. You can use whatever surface you prefer and take out these 4 screws. And we're removing this 4 screws using that screwdriver with a square 2-bead. And there you are. So I'm going to remove this ground strap. And we're going to install it onto the new one. So put it away. This is the old bearing retainer next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. Our next step would be installing the ground strap onto this bearing support. It goes in this way. And like that. This is how it looks from inside. It's going to be mounted this way. Alright, so I'm going to turn it around, and that's how it's going to be installed. So I'm going to turn it around again. Hold it. And I'm going to put screws in. Don't tighten it yet. We need to install the second screw. And I'm using that square number 2 bead. And now we can tighten it. And a couple more. We can put it down now, and we're going to put the last one in. Now I'm going to pick up the beauty and put it into the dryer. Now I'm going to install the rear duct assembly back. We're going to put this over that duct. And I'm going to match the holes and secure it with the 4 screws using a square 2 bead. I'm going to place 2 of them diagonal, and we can tighten them. And 2 more. Now we need to connect all these wires to the 3 thermostats. We're going to start with the top. That's 2 black ones. Doesn't matter which one goes on what terminal. Then we'll go to the middle one. There's orange and yellow. And again, it doesn't matter. But this one is longer. It goes a little back. This one goes to the front. They kind of keep the shape, so if you look carefully, you will see which one goes where. We got on this one we got 4 wires, 4 terminals, 2 narrow ones, 2 wide ones. So narrows goes to those 2, and the wide ones goes to the one at the back and one on the front. And doesn't matter which one goes where, as long as they fit the size. So this goes at the back. This goes on the top. and the blue one here on the bottom. And we'll get this black and yellow here. All right, I'm going to bring in the drum, and we're going to install it. So this portion of the bearing will be inserted into the portion of the bearing over there at the support, bearing support at the back. And we are going to do it right now. So grab it by the belt, pull it up so it wouldn't catch on anything, and bring it in. I am spreading that wall slightly with my elbow. At this point, we need to use our vision to aim into this opening. Lift it up slightly, and wiggle and jiggle, and it's in. Now I'm going to install the belt onto the motor pulley and on the idler pulley. I will use my both hands. It's kind of tricky. I'm going to lift up on the drum and place my left arm in. Be very careful because there's a lot of sharp objects around. Then I'm going to place my right hand in there. Alright, I'm going to place the belt onto the motor pulley. And then I'm going to push the belt to the side. I'm going to bring my second arm in there, in the picture. And I'm going to push the idler pulley and slide the belt onto the pulley. All right. Now I'm gonna try to retrieve my both arms in one piece. All right, I'm gonna bring this panel in, and we are going to connect these two wires to the switch. As you can see, I pulled this cover aside and taped it so it would be out of the way. It's not necessary to do, but I don't want to scratch my skin, and I'm going to install the white wire here on this lead here, and the second one goes right here. I'm now going to take the tape off. I did a very good job on putting the tape on. And next I'm going to install this tab into this slot here on the door. Just like that. To install the front panel, we need to place this bottom 3 slots onto this 3 hooks at the bottom of these dryers. So I'm going to turn it around and slide it on. Alright, so I'm going to bring that front panel in and place it onto the bottom hinges. Next, I'm going to lift up on the drum and slide it in. Remember this sides here? We got 2 tabs on the sides and 2 slots on the front panel. They need to interlock. And now we can secure the front panel with the 1/4" screws using a nut driver. And now we're going to install the top. We need to put this first in, the rear end. And we need to match these tabs on both sides with the slots inside the top. And push it down. Now we need to open the door so we can install the screws. We're now going to secure the top with a couple of screws. Insert it in. And we need to kind of catch in the upper hole there. Okay, and now I can use the Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to tighten it. And now we can close the door. Alright, next I'm going to install the control panel. We're going to put these 3 tabs at the bottom into the 3 slots. And then we're going to move it to the right from my position. Now I'm going to secure this control panel with 3 screws. Plug the dryer in and check if it's drying properly. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.